Steph Curry completely changed the NBA the second that he became a star in the NBA, making everybody shoot more threes, emphasis on ball movement, and realizing that athleticism maybe not as necessary. And he now is the comparison for any guard, including Lonzo Ball, even, who plays nothing like Steph. Sorry, Mike Quiz, but it's just kind of how it is. So, could Steph have been even more dominant than he already was? That's what we're here to find out. So, I've basically gone back into the past, and we are here in 2009 2010 season, whatever it is. It's Steph's rookie season. Right here, he is 22 years of age from Davidson. It says 1 year pro. Even if I make it 0 years pro, he still says 1 year pro. So we're just gonna go with it. But the one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and we're gonna edit, and we are now gonna make Steph a 7-footer, because the one thing that they said about Steph is he was too short, wasn't athletic enough, and he didn't have enough defense. So we're fixing that by making him a 7-foot PG and just seeing how it goes for Steph. It actually instantly makes him go up 1 overall to 7 foot, just being a tall point guard like that. Difference isn't crazy. And just so anybody can see, I'm not changing any of the coach game plans for Steph. This is just how 2K has him. They think that he should have 38 minutes, and that's just because some of the other guys aren't on here that want to run him and Monte together, which is perfectly fine. Everything is set so that the Warriors will do everything themselves. Everything is automated. They will make the trades, the draft picks. Everything is on them, not on me, but I still have the ability, as you can see, to switch between any team just in case the Warriors, for some reason, decide to not keep their generational talent 7-foot point guard on the roster after his, I think, 2-year contract is up, that he has at least on here. So we're going to simulate our first season, check out the All-Star teams because it's super fun. It's 15 rebounds,
At the end of season 1, Tim Duncan wins MVP, Luol Deng Rookie of the Year, Manu Ginobili brings home Sixth Man of the Year,
we love to see that, and
Defensive Player of the Year, and Kyle Lowry most improved. The only things in All-NBA teams is David Lee getting an All-NBA second team nod and Edgar Murray getting an All-Rookie second team. The Warriors have a bang on average season, finishing 40-42, good enough for 10th in the West, but they lose their first game of the play-in tournament. Now, I'm very aware that the play-in tournament was not in the NBA in 2009, but I don't have a setting to turn it off, not that I'm aware of, so we're just gonna rock with it. The NBA champion for the 2009-2010 season is the San Antonio Spurs after winning in Game 6, and Tim Duncan caps off his insane season with a Finals MVP. The draft lottery after the first season isn't great for the Warriors, getting the 13th pick, which they used to select 2K random generation Cody Forbes. What an amazing pick. We now head on to season number 2, where the only move the Warriors make in the offseason is letting go of David Lee for literally nothing. But this is the 2011 NBA draft with names like Kawhi, Kemba Walker, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler. You get the point. There's a lot of good players in 2011. So we'll see. The 2010-2011 season awards goes as follows: LeBron MVP, but on the Denver Nuggets, Rookie of the Year is Paul George. Pau Gasol, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron takes Defensive Player of the Year, which will soon become a trend throughout this video, as you'll see. And a big flaw is popping up as a completely separate Paul George wins Most Improved Player. So, yeah, I gotta fix that, and you'll be surprised how long it takes me to. Now, Curry makes All-NBA second team, and Monte surprisingly makes All-Defensive second team. That doesn't make any sense. But one thing that is crazy, Kobe is now a Pelican. The Warriors lose 2 more games than this previous season, but somehow move up to the 9th seed and go nowhere. So OKC proves why they should have stayed together, as the Thunder win the championship behind Westbrook's Finals MVP performance. Bet the Lakers probably could use that, Westbrook, huh? Now, something I didn't see earlier is the Warriors don't have their pick this year, so Kawhi, Kyrie, and even Kemba, yeah, that's not happening. But at least they signed 77 overall Danny Green. Season 3 is the year of Anthony Davis, Bradley Beal, and the year the Warriors draft Draymond and Harrison Barnes. Maybe that could happen, but I'm really starting to lose hope on this team. Here is a quick peek at what Steph's been averaging these first 2 seasons, 26 and then 31 points per game. So the guy is hooping, but not enough, as Derrick Rose gets MVP, Kawhi Rookie of the Year, Manu 6th man behind Kobe, LeBron gets his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year, and Levu Pavin gets Most Improved. Curry gets yet another All-NBA team for his 35 points and 8 assists per game, and the Warriors finish 49 and 33 and are awarded with the 5th seed, where they quickly fall in 6 games. What a season. But LeBron won Finals MVP with the Nuggets bringing home their first championship and Finals appearance ever. The draft is another disappointment with them getting the 24th pick and selecting random 2K generation Dylan Webb. Now, Curry, fed up with the Warriors, heads to the Utah Jazz in the offseason, and maybe we can see him lead them to some championships. Spoiler alert, no. The Jazz, led by Curry and Avery Bradley, finished as the worst team in the Western Conference with a crazy record of 26-56, completely missing the playoffs, but there is a bright spot. If you thought I was talking about their draft, you would be wrong. Derrick Rose wins MVP, and Finals MVP is Kevin Love, and he's leading the Wizards to a chip. Who would have thought? Speaking of the draft, though, with the best odds to get the number 1 overall pick and land Anthony Davis, the lottery gives the Jazz the 6th overall pick. And as you could see by my live reaction, it was quite the shock, and I really was starting to lose hope for Steph. Obviously, with the new rule that they got here. And wow, yo, Steph is cursed. Apparently, the second that you move Steph to a 7-footer, he gets absolutely cursed. Because now they have the 6th pick in the draft. Now, with this pick, you would think that the Jazz would be able to get a good pick. I mean, this is 2013. The draft starring NBA superstar Anthony Bennett. And the 6th pick that year was Nerlens Noel. But instead, the Jazz picked none other than Dwight Howard Jr., who Dwight apparently had when he was 9, because Jr. is 22 years old. Anyway, I'm going to speedrun these next few seasons because honestly, nothing insane happens. In year 4, they signed 34-year-old Yao Ming and finished as the 10th seed and never made it into the normal playoff bracket. Kevin Love won MVP, Giannis Rookie of the Year, Manu 6th Man, LeBron Defensive Player of the Year, and Allen Foster, with Kevin Love repeating as Finals MVP. The Jazz got the 13th pick in the 2014 draft, also known as the Joel Embiid draft, and selected none other than Mario Conover. Season 5, I finally realized and removed the imposter Paul George. The Jazz finished 9th. Curry and Bradley have their backpack full. Kevin Love, LeBron, and Manu all repeat their respective awards, with Damian Lillard winning Most Improved and Mark Benjamin winning Rookie of the Year over Wiggins and Embiid. Kevin Love, CP3, and the Wizards finished their 3-peat, and the Jazz, as a result of a trade to acquire Raja Bell, sit home on draft night and select nobody in the Porzingis and Cat 2015 draft. Year 6 is the Ben Simmons 2016 draft year, and there is no surprise that the Jazz finished 10th and do absolutely nothing yet again. Kevin Love and LeBron take home their trophies at this point, but Kemba sneaks in as a 6th man, Porzingis as Rookie of the Year, and MCW as Most Improved. OKC wins their 2nd championship of the video, led by Finals MVP James Harden, but Westbrook has moved on to Houston, so he was not a part of this one. The Jazz, with the 6th best odds to receive the 12th pick, which they used to select Fernando Lopez and Zubac in the 2nd round, who they choose to not sign. Season 7 finally breaks the curse of the Jazz, finish the 4th seed in the West behind Curry's 29 points per game, and they take game 1 and then proceed to get gentlemen swept by the Lakers. In case you thought I forgot, Kevin Love wins his 4th MVP, DeJounte Murray is Rookie of the Year, Jokic is 6th Man of the Year, LeBron is again DPOY, and Marcus Smart is the Most Improved, and the Wizards sweep in the finals and become the first team since the Celtics in '63 to win 4 consecutive championships. By the way, this has literally no bearing on the video, but have you seen this logo from the Celtics in '63? I mean, what the hell were they thinking with this thing? Anyways, the Jazz got the 9th pick in the 2017 Markelle Fultz and Tatum draft, which originally was Dennis Smith Jr., but is now Dirk Hasselhoff, son of the absolute Chad that is David Hasselhoff, who your mom probably had a crush on in high school. Now, by year 8, I was completely tired of Steph losing, so I changed his position to see if maybe that was the problem all along. It wasn't. The Jazz finished as the 8th seed, losing 4-1 to the Suns. D'Angelo Russell gets Most Improved, Rubio 6th Man, and Kuzma Rookie of the Year. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin Love both repeat again. Now, small forward Steph may not have led to winning, but it did lead to 2 picks in the 2018 draft, the 12th and the 15th overall pick, which were used to select Kevin Knox and Jalen Brunson. Honestly, it could be a lot worse, but I'm not really excited about it. They could have taken those picks and traded up maybe for Luka Doncic, Trae Young, who knows, but I digress. Year 9, Steph has the change of heart and goes back to the PG position, and the Jazz miss the playoffs as they finish 13th in the league. Couldn't even get a pity spot in that play-in tournament. That shouldn't even be there. Now, you know the story. Kevin Love is MVP, LeBron is DPOY, but now he's in Atlanta, with Trae as Rookie of the Year, and Rubio gets his back-to-back six-man, with Jaylen Brown being most improved. And you guessed it, Kevin Love and co again win the championship. With a rare spot of luck, the Jazz with the 8th best odds get the 4th pick, and this is Zion, Ja, and Darius Garland, who all could have been solid picks, but they instead go with Eric Paschall, who I whipped this quick jersey swap of for the Jazz. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Now, year 10 is the year of everyone tanking for LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman, or Anthony Edwards, and the Jazz do a great job of this as they finish 11th in the West. Maybe we will see the high pick again. Derrick Rose ends the reign of Kevin Love winning MVP, and I was a little too excited for this, honestly. Finally, the dynasty is over. Derrick Rose is winning the MVP, and Ja is also Rookie of the Year, Andre Ware is 6th man, and LeBron is again DPOY, and Marquise Chris most improved with the Nets, led by Finals MVP DeJounte Murray and Jason Tatum, along with Julius Randle and aging Boogie. They win the championship. Isn't that crazy? And they end the Wizards' terror with Kevin Love. The Jazz get the 7th pick, which they use to select Tyrese Halliburton, a pick I'm finally not mad about with this team. But this is where I decided to stop covering any moves made because 2K really messed up the draft classes, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. For both the 2021 and 2022 historic draft classes made by 2K, they are all, and I mean all, random 2K generated players. You guys can see it right here, so I'm not going to cover it because it just turns into a bunch of fake players. So I'll just show you guys the whole season recap right now. Let's see the player retirements. Andre Karolinko finally leaves at age 36. Chris Bosh is retiring. He actually got to continue playing. So is Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kyle Lowry, Rajon Rondo. And it's crazy to think that some of this stuff is like actually going to be happening. Like some of these guys really gonna be leaving, like Boban. Leaving us. That's so tough. But that's how it finishes off. I did find out how to check the league history. We got it right here, the NBA records. Nobody really touched any of them in field goals made or anything like that. 3-pointers made in 2025. Steph actually was able to hit 14 and stay up there twice, actually, so good for him. Free throws made, nothing crazy. Rebounds, nothing. Assists, Kevin Porter. Okay, is this in 78? Okay, I didn't know he got 29 assists. Look at my guy. 59 Bob Cousy. Not bad. Blocks, nothing. Even being 7 foot, Steph just never developed anything to block shots. DeMar DeRozan with 10 steals in 2022. That's actually pretty interesting. That was like the first season that we did this. Interesting. Minutes, nothing. Turnovers, nothing new. Oh, actually, no, Darren Collison did move into there, so good for him, I guess. So, yep, nothing absolutely insane. If we look at, the NBA history, those are the season awards for MVP. You can see the absolute crazy reign of MVPs for Kevin Love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 MVPs for Kevin Love, including 6 straight. It's just unreal, man, unreal. For Rookie of the Years, if you guys care to check those, 6 Man of the Years are right there. Defensive Player, LeBron James. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 straight DPOYs for LeBron. Most improved is right there. And we're not going to check out the All-NBAs. And I guess the one thing that we can do is go to our front office and go to our Steph Curry right here. And if we can actually, I think we can check out his overall game highs somewhere. Right. Yeah. So his game highs was 62 points for his career, 23 field goals made, nothing absolutely like insane out of Steph. 22 assists is actually kind of crazy. So overall, nothing bad, but it really wasn't a great career for Steph, making him 7 feet tall. So maybe obviously everybody was all wrong. Steph staying 6'3" is obviously the way for him to go because he didn't really gain anything out of being 7 foot. So there it is. Let me know if there's any other video ideas you guys want to see from me in this like my league stuff, which is actually really fun. I got a few though for you. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all the wonderful stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next video.